Hello, thank you for joining me, Nancy, with North Star Ministry. So I'm back, and I'm going to continue in the books of Enoch. We're on chapter 15. I'm just going to get right into it, okay? And he answered and said to me, and I heard his voice, "Fear not, Enoch, thou righteous man, and scribe of righteousness, approach hither and hear my voice. And go, say to the watchers of heaven," "who have sent thee to intercede for them. You should intercede for men, and not men for you. Wherefore have ye left the high, holy, and eternal heaven, and lain with women, and defiled yourselves with the daughters of men, and taken to yourselves wives, and done like the children of earth, and begotten giants as your sons? And though ye were holy, spiritual, living the eternal life, you have defiled yourselves with the blood of women, and have begotten children with the blood of flesh, and as the children of men have lusted after flesh and blood, as those also do who die and perish. Therefore have I given them wives also, that they might impregnate them, and beget children by them, and thus nothing might be wanting to them on earth. But you were formerly spiritual, living the eternal life, and immortal for all generations of the world. And therefore I have not appointed wives for you. For as for the spiritual ones of the heaven, in heaven is their dwelling. In heaven is their dwelling. And now the giants, who are produced from the spirits and flesh, shall be called evil spirits upon the earth, and on the earth shall be their dwelling. Evil spirits have proceeded from their bodies, because they are born from men, and from the holy watchers is their beginning and primal origin. They shall be evil spirits on earth, and evil spirits shall they be called. And that's what we have today. Evil spirits, okay? And that's the problem with the earth today. They've overtaken, like so many, okay? As for the spirits of heaven, in heaven shall be their dwelling. But as for the spirits of the earth, which were born upon the earth, on the earth shall be their dwelling. Because, there's a kingdom of light and a kingdom of darkness. And that's the kingdom of this world. It's the kingdom of darkness, that's been under Satan's dominion up until now. Okay. The two don't mix. It's like iron with miry clay, okay? And the spirits of the giants, the Nephilim, afflict, and this is what they do, it's the characteristics. So if you know anybody like this, well, this explains a lot, okay? And the spirits of the giants, the Nephilim, afflict, oppress, destroy, attack, do battle, and work destruction on the earth, and cause trouble. They take no food, but nevertheless hunger, and thirst, and cause offenses. And these spirits shall rise up against the children of men, and against the woman, because they have proceeded from them. Okay, so that's the problem we have today. Chapter 16, from the days of the slaughter and destruction and death of the giants, from the souls of whose flesh the spirits, having gone forth, shall destroy without incurring judgment. Thus shall they destroy until the day of the consummation. So see, it goes up right until the end of time, and which we are heading pell-mell into, because we've already entered into the fourth horseman of the apocalypse, the pale horse. That's the end. It ushers in the nighttime on the 3D planet, spiritual judgment, and judgment and Jacob's trouble in the corporate churches, and we're in a downward slide right now till the culmination of all things. Okay. Thus shall they destroy until the day of the consummation, the great judgment. That's it. Okay. In which the age shall be consummated over the watchers and the godless, yea, shall be wholly consummated. So all the unsaved of the world come under that judgment. And now, as to the watchers who have sent thee to intercede for them, who have been aforetime in heaven, say to them, you have been in heaven, but all the mysteries had not yet been revealed to you, and you knew worthless ones, and these in the hardness of your hearts you have made known to the women. And through these mysteries Women and men work much evil on earth. So these weren't even, these were the worthless mysteries. These are the worthless, is that what you're saying, Lord? These were the worthless mysteries in heaven. These were never to be divulged to anyone, right? I mean, even in the fullness of time, would they be? No, you had no plan. But they did that. And these, in the hardness of your hearts, you have made known to the women. And through these mysteries, women and men will work much evil on earth. And that's the problem. Say to them, therefore, you have no peace. Okay, chapters 17 to 37 is about Enoch's journeys through the earth and Sheol. And from 17 to 19 is the first journey. So chapter 17. And they took and brought me to a place in which those who were there were like flaming fire. And when they wished, they appeared as men. And they brought me to the place of darkness and to a mountain, the point of whose summit reached to heaven. And I saw the places of the luminaries, and the treasuries of the stars, and of the thunder, and in the uttermost depths, where were a fiery bow and arrows, and their quiver, and a fiery sword, and all the lightnings. And they took me to the living waters, and to the fire of the west, which receives every setting of the sun. And I came to a river of fire, in which the fire flows like water, and discharges itself into the great sea towards the west. I saw the great rivers, and came to the great river, and to the great darkness, and went to the place where no flesh walks. I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter, and the place whence all the waters of the deep flow. I saw the mouths of all the rivers of the earth, and the mouth of the deep. Chapter 18. I saw the treasuries of all the winds. I saw how he had furnished with them the whole creation, and the firm foundations of the earth. And I saw the cornerstone of the earth. I saw the four winds which bear the earth, and the firmament of the heaven. And we know that Jesus Christ is the chief cornerstone, right? Verse 3, and I saw how the winds stretch out the vaults of heaven and have their station between heaven and earth. These are the pillars of the heaven. I saw the winds of heaven which turn and bring the circumference of the sun and all the stars to their setting. I saw the winds on the earth carrying the clouds. I saw the paths of the angels. I saw at the end of the earth the firmament of the heaven above. And I proceeded and saw a place which burns day and night, where there are 7 mountains of magnificent stones, 3 towards the east and 3 towards the south. And as for those towards the east, one was of colored stone, and one of pearl, and one of jacinth, and those towards the south of red stone. But the middle one reached to heaven like the throne of God, of alabaster, and the summit of the throne was of sapphire. And I saw a flaming fire, and beyond these mountains is a region, the end of the great earth. There the heavens were completed, and I saw a deep abyss with columns of heavenly fire. And among them I saw columns of fire fall, which were beyond measure, alike towards the height and towards the depth. And beyond that abyss I saw a place which had no firmament of the heaven above, and no firmly founded earth beneath it. There was no water upon it, and no birds, but it was a waste and horrible place. I saw there 7 stars like great burning mountains, and to me, when I inquired regarding them, the angel said, "This place is the end of heaven and earth. This has become a prison for the stars and the host of heaven." Are these the stars that fall from heaven in the corporate church? Oh, that remained there. These were the stars, the third of the stars that Lucifer had cast out of heaven with him. They left their heavenly abode, and they followed Lucifer. They wanted darkness as well. So he took a third of the stars with him. Okay, and so these are them. Oh, and so these make up all the people on the earth today that are in the corporate churches. They remained there because that is the Luciferian institution, the corporate church structure in the New Testament. That's where the truth had been trodden underfoot for times and half a time. And that is why it's called Jacob's trouble, because they come under judgment. Okay, because judgment begins at the house of God. Okay, from the Vatican all the way on down. Okay, and so this is, they are those spirits that are embodying these people that remain there. They are marked with the beast. That's what, okay. So these are them. I saw their seven, let me read that again. And beyond that abyss, I saw a place which had no firmament of the heaven above, and no firmament founded earth beneath it. There was no water upon it, and no birds, but it was a waste and horrible place. I saw their 7 stars, like great burning mountains. And to me, when I inquired regarding them, are these the 7 stars that lost their candlestick? Oh, okay. These are the 7, are these the 7 women that took hold of one man? Would they eat their own bread and wore their own apparel? Are these the ones that Jesus had told St. John the Divine, write the letters to the 7 churches of Asia? It was representative of all the corporate churches on the earth in the New Testament era. They're eating their own bread and wearing their own apparel because they went in the way of Cain, worshiping the works of their hands. Are these the ones that are knocking, Lord, Lord, open to us, but you told them, depart from me, you workers of iniquity, I never knew you? The same? Oh, okay. All right, so this is, let me read that. This, I just wanted to be sure. I saw their 7 stars like great burning mountains. And to me, when I inquired regarding them, the angel said, this place is the end of heaven and earth. This has become a prison for the stars and the host of heaven. And the stars which roll over the fire are they which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord in the beginning of their rising, because they did not come forth at their appointed times. And he was wroth with them, and bound them till the time when their guilt should be consummated, even for 10,000 years. Chapter 19. And Uriel said to me, here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women. Okay. Here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons. Okay, so these are the angels that lead people. They are evil spirits that embody people and lead them. Let me read that again. Uriel said to me, here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women. These are the watchers, right? The 200, Sam Jael, and all those. Okay, and their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. There shall they stand till the day of the great judgment, in which they shall be judged till they are made an end of. Okay, so that's within the corporate church structure. That is where there's Jezebel, there's meat sacrifice unto idols, doctrines of devils, there's sorcery, there's witchcraft going on in those places, human sacrifices, animal sacrifice. There's all that stuff going on in those places. As I said before, and that is the evil spirits that are assuming many different forms, defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray. That's where people are led astray. Okay. And the women also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens. And I, Enoch, alone saw the vision, the ends of all things, and no man shall see as I have seen. Where he was taken and shown all these things. Wow, it's heavy, I tell you. Where are we now? Okay, chapter 20, names and functions of the 7 archangels. And there are the names of the holy angels who watch. Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world and over Tartarus. Praise God. I just want to take a moment. Thank you so much. All the archangels who have been by my side, assisting me, helping me in my growth, guiding me and leading me, opening my eyes to so many things that had gone on around me that I did not know. Thank you for protecting me and for your guidance and for always watching over me. I'm so grateful and thankful. And I thank you for protecting my children. And I thank you for protecting all those souls that are tethered to my bloodline. I thank you during this time. And Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world and over Tartarus. Raphael, one of the holy angels who is over the spirits of men. Raguel, one of the holy angels who takes vengeance on the world of the luminaries. Michael, one of the holy angels, to wit, he that is set over the best part of mankind and over chaos. Sarakel, one of the holy angels who is set over the spirits who sin in the spirit. Gabriel, one of the holy angels who is over paradise and the serpents and the cherubim. Ramiel, one of the holy angels whom God set over those who rise. Thank you. Chapter 21, preliminary and final place of punishment of the fallen angels, the stars. And this is very sad because in Matthew we read, that immediately after the tribulation of that day, the sun will be darkened, the moon shall no longer give her light. So it's dark. It's darkness. Darkness is there, okay? And the stars shall fall from heaven. And this all took place in the corporate churches from the Vatican on down. Okay, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. That means the Holy Spirit had removed itself from there. They were no longer being used of God to bring about salvation. And the Lord had come as a thief in the night. He took back his corn, his wine. He took back, he removed himself from those places. And so now they are under God's judgment at this time, as we've ushered in Judgment Day. We've entered into that time. So preliminary and final place of punishment of the fallen angels, the stars. And I proceeded to where things were chaotic. And I saw there's something horrible. I saw neither a heaven above nor a firmly founded earth, but a place chaotic and horrible. This is hard to read, I'm not kidding. And there I saw 7 stars of the heaven bound together in it, like great mountains and burning with fire. Then I said, for what sin are they bound, and on what account have they been cast in hither? Then said Uriel, one of the holy angels, who was with me, and was chief over them, and said, Enoch, why dost thou ask, and why art thou eager for the truth? These are of the number of the stars of heaven, which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord, and are bound here till 10,000 years. The time entailed by their sins are consummated. And from thence I went to another place, which was still more horrible than the former, and I saw a horrible thing, a great fire there, which burnt and blazed, and the place was cleft as far as the abyss, being full of great descending columns of fire. Neither its extent or magnitude could I see, nor could I conjecture. Then I said, how fearful is the place, and how terrible to look upon. Then Uriel answered me, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me, Enoch, why hast thou such fear and affright? And I answered, because of this fearful place, and because of the spectacle of the pain. And he said unto me, this place is the prison of the angels, and here they will be imprisoned forever. That's terrible. Just even having it. That's terrible. Okay, chapter 22. Sheol, or the underworld. And thence I went, and those are the angels that came with Lucifer. that he threw a third of the angels from heaven, and they followed him. They were loyal to him. He was representative of the tree in the midst of that garden that was next to the tree of life, which was God's tree of light, okay? But Satan's tree was a tree of light and darkness. It was a tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And so that's what, no, anyway. Okay, Sheol, or the underworld. And thence I went to another place, and he showed me in the west another great and high mountain, and of hard rock. And there was in it 4 hollow places, deep and wide, and very smooth. How smooth are the hollow places, and deep and dark to look at. And there was a fountain of water in the midst. And I said, how smooth are these hollow places, and deep and dark to view. Oh, that's another translation. Then Raphael answered, one of the holy watchers who was with me, and said unto me, these hollow places have been created for this very purpose, that the spirits of the souls of the dead should assemble thereon, yea, that all the souls of the children of men should assemble here. And these places have been made to receive them till the day of their judgment, and till their appointed period, till the period appointed, till the great judgment comes upon them. All right. I saw the spirits of the children of men who were dead, and their voice went forth to heaven and made suit. Then I asked Raphael the watcher who was with me, and I said unto him, this spirit, whose is it, whose voice goeth forth and maketh... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading it a little differently because it's a little hard to read. It's smaller print for me, but let me get closer. Then I asked Raphael the watcher who was with me, and I said unto him, this spirit, whose is it, whose voice goeth forth and maketh suit? And he answered me, saying, this is the spirit which went forth from Abel, whom his brother Cain slew. And he makes his suit against him, till his seed is destroyed from the face of the earth, and his seed is annihilated from amongst the seed of men. So this is the spirit which went forth from Abel, whom his brother Cain slew. So this is Abel's spirit? Okay. This is the spirit which went forth from Abel, whom his brother Cain slew, and he makes his suit against him, against Cain. Okay, till his seed is destroyed, till Cain's seed is destroyed from the face of the earth, and his seed is annihilated from amongst the seed of men. Then I asked regarding it, and regarding all the hollow place, why is one separated from the other? And he answered me and said unto me, these 3 have been made that the spirits of the dead might be separated, and such a division has been made for the spirits of the righteous, in which there as the bright spring of water, and such has been made for sinners when they die and are buried in the earth, and judgment has not been executed on them in their lifetime. Here their spirits shall be set apart in this great pain till the great day of judgment and punishment and torment of those who curse forever, and retribution for their spirits. There he shall bind them forever. That's why you want to be so careful about cursing people. This is where you wind up. This is terrible. Terrible. I'd like to go back and reread that. Let me go back and just reread that, because it warrants rereading. Or in 24 minutes. Okay. Verse 5. I saw the spirits of the children of men who were dead, and their voice went forth to heaven and made suit. Then I asked Raphael the watcher who was with me, and said unto him, This spirit, whose is it, whose voice goeth forth and maketh suit? And he answered me, saying, This is the spirit which went forth from Abel, whom his brother Cain slew. And he makes his suit against him, till his seed is destroyed from the face of the earth, and his seed is annihilated from amongst the seed of men. That's the seed of Cain. All those that follow Cain go in the way of Cain, okay? Then I asked regarding it, and regarding all the hollow places, why as one separated from the other? And he answered me and said unto me, These three have been made that the spirits of the dead might be separated. And such a division has been made for the spirits of the righteous, in which there as the bright spring of water, and such has been made for the sinners, when they die and are buried in the earth, and judgment has not been executed on them in their lifetime. Here their spirit shall be set apart in this great pain till the great day of judgment and punishment and torment of those who curse forever, and retribution for their spirits. There he shall bind them forever. That's what we all need salvation. Everybody needs salvation. And such a division has been made for the spirits of those who make their suit, who make disclosures concerning their destruction, when they were slain in the days of the sinners. Such has been made for the spirits of men who are not righteous but sinners, who were complete in transgression, and of the transgressors they shall be companions, but their spirit shall not be slain in the day of judgment, nor shall they be raised from thence. Let me read that again, I'm sorry. Such has been made for the spirits of men who were not righteous but sinners, who were complete in transgression, and of the transgressors they shall be companions, but their spirits shall not be slain in the day of judgment, nor shall they be raised from thence. Then I blessed the Lord of glory, and said, Blessed be my Lord, the Lord of righteousness, who ruleth forever. Chapter 23. The fire that deals with the luminaries of heaven. From thence I went to another place to the west of the ends of the earth, and I saw a burning fire which ran without resting, and paused not from its course day or night, but ran regularly. And I asked, saying, What is this which rests not? Then Raguel, one of the holy angels who was with me, answered me and said unto me, This course of fire which thou hast seen is the fire in the west, which persecutes all the luminaries of heaven. Okay, chapters 24 and 25 covers the 7 mountains in the north, west, and the tree of life. Chapter 24. And from thence I went to another place of the earth, and he showed me a mountain range of fire which burnt day and night. And I went beyond it, and saw 7 magnificent mountains, all differing each from the other, and the stones thereof were magnificent and beautiful, magnificent as a whole, of glorious appearance and fair exterior. 3 towards the east, one founded on the other, and 3 towards the south, one upon the other, and deep rough ravines, no one of which joined with any other. And the 7th mountain was in the midst of thee, and it excelled them in height, resembling the seat of a throne, and fragrant trees encircled the throne. And amongst them was a tree such as I had never yet smelt, neither was any amongst them, nor were others like it. It had a fragrance beyond all fragrance, and its leaves and blooms and wood wither not forever. And its fruit is beautiful, and its fruit resembles the dates of a palm. Then I said, How beautiful is this tree, and fragrant, and its leaves are fair, and its blooms very delightful in appearance. Then answered Michael, one of the holy and honored watchers, who was with me, and was their leader. Chapter 25. Sorry if I'm not holding my phone right today. And he said unto me, Enoch, why dost thou ask me regarding the fragrance of the tree? And why dost thou wish to learn the truth? Then I answered him, saying, I wish to know about everything, but especially about this tree. And he answered, saying, This high mountain, which thou hast seen, whose summit is like the throne of God, is his throne, where the Holy Great One, the Lord of glory, the eternal King, will sit when he shall come down to visit the earth with goodness. And as for this fragrant tree, no mortal is permitted to touch it till the great judgment, when he shall take vengeance on all and bring everything to its consummation forever. It shall then be given to the righteous and holy. Its fruit shall be for food to the elect. It shall be transplanted to the holy place, to the temple of the Lord, the eternal King. Then shall they rejoice with joy and be glad, and unto the holy place shall they enter, and its fragrance shall be in their bones, and they shall live a long life on earth, such as thy fathers lived. And in their days shall no sorrow, or plague, or torment, or calamity touch them. Then blessed I the God of glory, the eternal King, who hath prepared such things for the righteous, and hath created them and promised to give to them. God is so good. Chapter 26, Jerusalem and the mountains, ravines and streams. And I went from thence to the middle of the earth, and I saw a blessed place in which there were trees, with branches abiding and blooming of a dismembered tree. And there I saw a holy mountain, and underneath the mountain to the east there was a stream, and it flowed towards the south. And I saw towards the east another mountain higher than this, and between them a deep and narrow ravine. In it also ran a stream underneath the mountain. And to the west thereof there was another mountain, lower than the former, and of small elevation, and a ravine deep and dry between them. And another deep and dry ravine was at the extremities of the three mountains. And all the ravines were deep and narrow, being formed of hard rock, and trees were not planted upon them. And I marveled at the rocks, and I marveled at the ravine. Yea, I marveled very much. Chapter 27, the purpose of the accursed valley. Then said I, For what object is this blessed land, which is entirely filled with trees, and this accursed valley between? Then Uriel, one of the holy watchers, who was with me, answered and said, This accursed valley is for those who are accursed forever. Here shall all the accursed be gathered together, who utter with their lips against the Lord unseemly words, and of his glory speak hard things. Here shall they be gathered together, and here shall be their place of judgment. In the last days there shall be upon them the spectacle of righteous judgment, in the presence of the righteous forever. Here shall the merciful bless the Lord of glory, the eternal King. In the days of judgment over the former, they shall bless him for the mercy in accordance with which he had assigned them their lot. The Lord is very merciful. Praise God. Then I blessed the Lord of glory, and set forth his glory, and lauded him gloriously. Chapters 28 to 33, further journey to the east. Chapter 28. And thence I went towards the east, into the midst of the mountain range of the desert, and I saw a wilderness, and it was solitary, full of trees and plants. And water gushed forth from above, rushing like a copious watercourse which flowed towards the northwest. It caused clouds and dew to ascend on every side. Chapter 29. And thence I went to another place in the desert, and approached to the east of this mountain range, and there I saw aromatic trees exhaling the fragrance of frankincense and myrrh, and the trees also were similar to the almond tree. Chapter 30. And beyond these I went afar to the east, and I saw another place, a valley full of water. And therein there was a tree, the color of fragrant trees, such as the mastic. And on the sides of those valleys I saw fragrant cinnamon, and beyond these I proceeded to the east. Chapter 31. And I saw other mountains, and amongst them were groves of trees, and there flowed forth from their nectar. And there flowed forth from them nectar, which is named Sarera and Galbanum. And beyond these mountains I saw another mountain to the east of the ends of the earth, whereon were aloe trees, and all the trees were full of staked, being like almond trees. And when one burnt it, it smelt sweeter than any fragrant odor. Chapter 32. And after these fragrant odors, as I looked towards the north over the mountains, I saw 7 mountains full of choice nard and fragrant trees and cinnamon and pepper. And thence I went over the summits of all these mountains, far towards the east of the earth, and passed above the Erythraean Sea, and went far from it, and passed over the angel Zotiel. And it came to the garden of righteousness, and I came to the garden of righteousness, and saw beyond those trees many large trees growing there, and of goodly fragrance, large, very beautiful and glorious, and the tree of wisdom, whereof they eat and know great wisdom. That tree is in height like the fir, and the leaves are like those of the carob tree, and its fruit is like the clusters of the vine, very beautiful, and the fragrance of the tree penetrates afar. Then I said, how beautiful is the tree, and how attractive is its look. Then Raphael, the holy angel who was with me, answered me and said, this is the tree of wisdom, of which thy father old in years and thy aged mother who were before thee have eaten. And they learnt wisdom, and their eyes were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they were driven out of the garden. Okay. Chapter 33. And from thence I went to the ends of the earth, and saw their great beasts, and each differed from the other. And I saw birds also differing in appearance and beauty and voice, the one differing from the other. And to the east of those beasts I saw the end of the earth, wherein the heaven rests, and the portals of the heaven open. And I saw how the stars of heaven come forth. And I counted the portals out of which they proceed, and wrote down all their outlets of each individual star by itself, according to their number and their names, their courses and their positions, and their times and their months, as Uriel, the holy watcher, who was with me, showed me. He showed all things to me, and wrote them down for me. Also their names he wrote for me, and their laws and their companies. Chapter 34. And from thence I went forward towards the north to the ends of the earth, and there I saw a great and glorious device at the ends of the whole earth. And here I saw 3 portals of heaven open in the heaven. Through each of them proceed north winds. When they blow, there is cold, hail, frost, snow, dew, and rain. And out of one portal they blow for good. But when they blow through the other 2 portals, it is with violence and affliction on the earth, and they blow with violence. Chapter 35. And from thence I went towards the west to the ends of the earth, and saw there 3 portals of the heaven open, such as I had seen in the east, the same number of portals and the same number of outlets. Chapter 36. The journey to the south. And from thence I went to the south to the ends of the earth, and saw there 3 open portals of the heaven, and thence there come dew, rain, and wind. And from thence I went to the east to the ends of the heaven, and saw here 3 And from thence I went to the east for the ends of the heaven, to the ends of the heaven, and saw here the 3 eastern portals of heaven open, and small portals above them. Through each of these small portals pass the stars of heaven, and run their course to the west on the path which is shown to them. And as often as I saw, I blessed always the Lord of glory, and I continued to bless the Lord of glory, who has wrought great and glorious wonders, to show the greatness of his work to the angels and to the spirits and to men, that they might praise his work and all his creation, that they might see the work of his might and praise the great work of his hands, and bless him forever. May the Lord be blessed forever and ever. I'm going to end here. We will get into the parables next, but I will stop here. And I hope this was helpful and eye-opening. I know because I have not read through the entire book of Enoch before, so this is the first time for me as well. All right, God bless you, and everybody have a wonderful day. Peace out.